Our first post is from a woman on TikTok who goes by the name That One Pseudo. Now, for context, this is not a paranormal account. She doesn't post ghost videos or anything related to the horror genre. Her videos are basically about vlogging, traveling, and photography sessions. Nothing unusual. She looks like she is a model too, so her videos are mostly about the usual glamour lifestyle, fashion, and anything related to modeling. But recently, she posted an unusual video that has gone viral and is making its rounds on TikTok. The video got 69.8 million views and is the most viewed video on her account. She went for a walk alone on a trail somewhere in Edmonton, Canada. During the walk, she wanted to record a video of herself walking on the trail and maybe post it later on her TikTok account, as always. But little did she know she would run into something unexpected and creepy. In the video, you'll see her pulling out her phone to record, but just moments after pressing record, she turned the corner on the trail and immediately ran into a very unusual and disturbing sight that made her turn back immediately. And then the video abruptly stops from there. Here's the video, take a look. The video is only 8 seconds long and does not give clear context or any information needed to fully understand what's going on or what was caught. I even went into the comments to find out if there was further explanation on what was being seen, but found nothing. Just a bunch of random speculative comments talking about it being just a man fishing or a man sitting down and hiding in the shade or a man going to the toilet. Some comments said it's a ghost or spirit, but there was something that was mentioned a lot in the comments that caught my attention. A creature or entity called the Tokolosh. I looked up the word on Google and found this information. The Tokoloshe originates from Zulu mythology and inhabits South Africa, a terrifying creature described as a small humanoid, gremlin-like or ape-like being with long, bony fingers used to scratch and choke their victims. In a follow-up video, That One Pseudo provided an update, and this is what she had to say.
So I recently posted this video where I'm walking down a trail and I turn a corner and I see something, this in the screenshot here, and I immediately just turn around and leave. I'm getting so many comments about what it is, and a bunch of people have like theories on what it is. People said that the man was fishing, or the man's taking a dump, or the man is just sitting there, or the man is a spirit. And now a few things about that. He's definitely not fishing. So anybody from Edmonton, from YEG, knows that this is not an area where you're fishing. And the angle in this video is kind of deceiving because we're not actually close to the water. I don't know much about fishing, but I'm pretty sure you need to be near the water to fish, not in the middle of the bushes. But what do I know? I also don't think the man is taking a dump. He could be, but I just don't think so. It doesn't seem like it. Honestly, I think the only thing that's really weird is that the dude is sitting right smack in the middle of the trail, so there's no way to get past him, and there's not a lot that you can see at this point, so he's definitely not there for the view. And now this is all based on the assumption that this is just a man and not a spirit. I don't even want to get into that. I rebuke thee. But all of this to say, if you're ever walking down a trail alone and you come across somebody sitting in the middle of the path, just turn around and leave. Take you behind somewhere else. Don't try to investigate. Just turn around and go.
But that's all just speculation. Given the short duration and limited information provided in the video, we can't really be certain about what was actually caught or going on, and perhaps we'll never know. That might even be for the better. Still, let's be honest, the video is creepy regardless, and any of us would have turned and bolted the other way if we were in that situation. So, what are your thoughts on this video? Over on Reddit, a user named BeHelletMusic posted a photo on the paranormal subreddit with the heading, "I have no idea how to explain this," and then highlights with, "Debunk this." He had ordered DoorDash to deliver his food that evening, and after delivering his food at the front door, the delivery guy snapped a photo of the delivery and sent him the picture. Upon seeing the photo, he noticed something unusual in the photo that left him unsettled. He then proceeds to upload the photo onto the paranormal subreddit seeking answers. This is what he says in the description of the photo. I had gotten DoorDash, and the driver sent me the picture of my food like usual. I consider myself to be a decently logical person. I cannot explain the figure in my door window. I have no clue. I've looked in this doorway about 3 times prior to seeing this, and I'm having trouble finding something that could explain this. The place I live in has always had a weird vibe to it. It's an old place, and I've lived here since before COVID, so this is new to me. I'm coming here more to just spread light on the creepy dark figure in my door window and see if I'm not crazy. This is the photo that the OP uploaded to the subreddit. Take a look and see if you notice anything unusual. If you look at the door window just on the left side, you'll notice a dark mass or apparition, like someone or something is standing just behind the door and peeking out the window. As usual, people in the comments gave their own theories and speculations, trying to debunk the photo, saying it might be a bag behind the door, or it's just the flashlight of the camera making it seem like 2 eyes. Some even asked the OP to do a follow-up or upload a video showing the area behind the doorway to see if there could be anything there that might give a clear explanation for what caused this dark mass. The OP did upload a video, this time from the inside, showing the area behind the door.
So this is what the door itself looks like from the inside. There's this, which is a backpack that I use. And this is where the picture was from. Now, as you can see, the curtain is naturally like that, and when you close this door, you can't really see that. Even if there was like a light, it's 2 curtains, and the thing right here kind of blocks if there was something.
After that follow-up video, there has never been any updates given by the OP, and so this is all the information that is provided. And we might never have a definitive answer to confirm whether it's a paranormal encounter or just nothing too significant. Maybe just another case of pareidolia. But either way, you have to admit that is still creepy. Our next post is from TikTok by Terrence, who goes by the name Throat Sing King on TikTok. Terrence, or Throat Sing King, is a well-known throat singer who is really talented in singing beautiful melodies using his throat and shares his talent online on TikTok or other platforms. On March 15th, 2022, Terrence posted a short clip on his TikTok account from his TikTok live that he did in the woods earlier that day. During his TikTok live stream alone in the woods, Terrence got a surprising visitor. A deer walked up to him and stood there, just listening to him, probably wondering what sounds Terrence was making. Terrence found this moment wholesome, so he decided to clip that part of the live and post it on his TikTok account.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and now he's confused. Alright.
Little did he know, he accidentally caught something else apart from the deer during his live that he missed or didn't notice at the time. The people watching noticed what was captured in the video and started commenting on his video. In the clip, there looked like some people or beings were also caught standing in the distance, just behind the deer and watching Terrence singing. In the beginning of the clip, you can see a figure walking across the back right, and as the camera points to the deer, you can see some more figures standing and looking at him. Terrence didn't notice it at the time, but later found out in the comments. People in the comments gave their own theories as to what was being caught. Probably ghosts or skinwalkers or Bigfoot or even aliens, saying his singing summoned beings from another dimension. It's been 3 years since he posted the video, and he never addressed what he caught during his live, so that clip is all we are left with to speculate on. But still, this situation is really creepy, given the fact that he was all alone in the woods with no other people there with him, and then this happened. This next post is from Reddit, and it was submitted by Reddit user BleachPong on the r/paranormal subreddit. He uploaded a video with the heading, "After years of weird noises in our house, we captured something eerie on video." A lot of people have seen this video before, as it has been featured in many well-known scary video compilations, but I'm just adding it to this video because I think it's creepy and might also be genuine evidence of the paranormal. Maybe. So basically, the video starts off by showing the OP and his brother watching TV one night in their room. Then they suddenly heard the familiar sound, which led them to go and check out the source coming from their long toys closet in the playroom. After checking the room, they walked out of the closet but didn't realize they had captured something in the video until later when they watched it again. Here is the video.
Dude, I can clearly hear that. Yeah, I hear that I hear that loudly. Dude, I can hear something. That's That's loud. Yeah, that's very loud. Come in. Come. It's coming right now. Shh. What the heck? Dude, there's nothing. What is that? Yeah, there's nobody up here. There's literally nothing in here. And look how heavy this is. Yeah. Hang on, there's nothing up here. What the crap? There's nothing in here either, look. I could hear it when we got about halfway down the hallway. Yeah, it stopped. As we got closer.
I just heard once. Like I came out and heard like shh. That's all I heard.
Yeah, but we heard it when we were sitting there. We were sitting there and we heard
You heard it start?
Yeah, we heard it start and it went for like,
How long ago before you got me?
it probably went for about 10 seconds, 10 or 15
Oh,
seconds.
let's watch it. Let's watch it. You'll watch it.
Now, if you missed it, I'm going to slow the video down and show you what was captured. If you look at the far back of the room, you will see that a toy robot's head turned by itself abruptly, just as the OP was walking out of the closet. They didn't notice it at the time, only later. So you might be wondering what's causing these constant sounds and why the toy turned its head by itself like that. Is the home haunted, or is there a paranormal presence roaming around in their home? To answer that, the OP gave a detailed backstory in the comments section. This is what he wrote. First of all, I have never believed in ghosts, and don't consider my home to be a creepy place at all. The house was only built about 9 years ago, and as far as I know, the land it's on doesn't have a dark history of any kind. However, ever since we moved in, we have experienced some strange things. The weirdest part is, most of what we've experienced involves toys. Aside from one time my brother says he clearly heard our dad calling his name from downstairs, only to find out he was the only one home. One recurring thing we've heard tons of times over the years is the sound of someone digging around in this big plastic tub of Lego pieces. When we were kids, we all collected and built Bionicles all the time in our playroom upstairs. The sound of shifting the pieces around to look for a part makes a very loud and distinct noise that everyone in our house became familiar with. But it was common for us to hear it when we were certain no one was up there. When we got older, we stored our vast collection of Bionicles and the tub of loose parts in a long closet, and we've continued to hear the noise coming from there every now and then. We have always been confused and weirded out by the sound, but we never bothered to record the noises just because everyone in our house has heard it firsthand. and a recording of the sound of Legos in the next room didn't seem like it would interest anyone else. We told a friend about this who thought it was crazy and insisted that we record it next time. Not long after that, both of my brothers were watching TV and heard the sound down the hall. They immediately started recording, and we got pretty decent audio of the noise. We sent the clip to our friend, who showed it to several other people who all got creeped out and started wanting to spend the night at our house to hear it for themselves. When they came over, our parents heard all the hype about the video and wanted to hear it, so we just Chromecast it to our living room TV so everyone could watch it together. That's when we all noticed that a large bionicle in the back of the closet turns its head toward us right as we're leaving. No one had noticed it before watching on phone screens because it's fairly small, and we all thought the action was over anyway by that point in the video. We immediately went upstairs to check it out and found it in the same position it's in at the start of the video. Although its neck joint is pretty rigid anyway, so we don't think it could have just drooped or fallen. It's definitely pretty eerie. I want to reiterate that we have never felt unsafe in our home. We are not bothered by the things we have experienced, but they are a little strange. Let me know what you think. Some people in the comments were saying the toy is battery powered, to which the OP replied saying, "Some people have been asking to see the Bionicles and speculating that it's battery powered, but it's definitely not. Anyone who ever built them themselves will recognize the joint pieces in the neck. I took a picture so you can see how it's built, and another with a cereal box for scale. Here is the photo of the toy Bionicle showing that it's not powered by batteries, as some have speculated." The OP then wrote, "We just borrowed a camera from a friend and are setting it up starting tonight. If we get any interesting footage, we'll post an update." Then, sometime later, after recording and waiting to capture new evidence, the OP commented an update saying, "It's been a while now and we haven't gotten anything. I don't know how much longer we'll keep it set up, but if we do get something, we'll still update here." It's been 5 years now, and there hasn't been any update from the OP ever since. This post is really creepy, and I wish we had gotten more videos or evidence of whatever is happening in that house, but for now, we only have this one video showing what might actually be genuine evidence of the paranormal. But what do you think? If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me know if you like these types of videos and if I should keep doing them or stick to horror story narration videos only. And as always, please subscribe and stay tuned.